Welcome to the La Jolla Apartments mandatory meeting video. We're excited that you chose to live here at La Jolla Apartments, and to get started, I want to first start by introducing you to myself. I am David Pastana and Chris Carr. We are the owners of La Jolla Apartments. That's me on the left. Kat Brown is our manager. She's wonderful. You'll love her as you get to know her. She has office hours from 1 p.m. to 5, Monday through Friday, or pretty much any time if you're willing to make an appointment with her. Her phone number is 208-359-1985, or her email is manager@lajollabyui.com. Kat's number is also her phone number, so the office phone goes to her home phone. So when you call, Eric may pick up. That's her husband. Kat and Eric have 4 children and a lovely family that lives right in the house next to the boys' apartments. Our major way of communicating with you is through email. So the email that you gave us is the email that we will send to. So I recommend that you check your email at least daily. Our maintenance man is John Polson. He does a great job and works all day long to help you. Our goal is to get everything fixed at the apartments, and our turnaround time is within 24 hours. If you do have a problem, big or small, we want you to report everything. We can receive your request for maintenance on our resident portal, which you can access from our website, or simply email or call us directly. Again, the goal is to complete this within 24 hours. Occasional issues are with vacuums. When you vacuum, I recommend that you do not vacuum bobby pins. They will break your vacuum. So pick them up. If you are having trouble with suction on the vacuum, you should check for hair wrapped around the roller and cut it off, or if the bag is full. If the bag is full, we can give you a new bag. If it still doesn't work, you can always call us, management, and we will send a maintenance request for John to go fix it. Let's talk about furniture. We want you to keep all your couches inside so they don't get ruined. Don't bring furniture from your home, and we don't allow cinder blocks on our property, so we don't want you to use those cinder blocks to raise beds or couches, etc. Other rule is no pets. A lot of people want to have a fish or a turtle. Basically, we don't allow any pets. Now, one thing you don't want to forget about is a condition report. When you've just moved into our apartments, you need to fill out a condition report. You can be obtained from our website or our manager. On the report, you will mark what is broke or wrong in the apartment, if anything. And that way, that when you move out, we know that it was in the same condition or better when you left it, avoiding any charges. Window screens. Every apartment has a window screen. Don't remove them. And if you do, and it happens to get broken, it's a $50 fee to replace it. Mold. Mold sometimes happens, usually because everyone showers in the morning and they don't run the fan. So we want you to run the fan to help the bathrooms dry and air out. When you do clean checks or when you clean, you can spray mold killer regularly. It's like a bleach in order to clean it off. And if you do have a mold problem, please call management and we will get it fixed. Light bulbs. Just so you know, we replace light bulbs for free. Smoke detector. Every apartment in every room has a smoke detector. If the red light is beeping, or if the light is blinking and you hear a chirp, that means the battery is low. We can come and replace it. But please do not disconnect your smoke detectors. Let's talk about what is an emergency. First off, I think we need to clarify that by saying what is not an emergency. An example is, do I have a package? The last ping pong ball broke. I got booted because I parked in a handicap stall. I can't find my TV remote. My internet is down. So now that we know what is not an emergency, let's talk about what is an emergency. Here are 4 things: fire, flood, freezing, and blood. Obviously, a fire, if you have something you're cooking and it catches the stove on fire, that is a definite emergency. Flood, if your bathtub overflows or a major leak, water coming from your ceiling, that's an emergency. Freezing, we understand can get cold in Rexburg. If you come home and there is no heat, that can be an emergency for you. And blood, if someone gets injured, we definitely want to seek help. Definitely for fire and blood, my recommendation to you is call 911. For flood and freezing, depending on what it is, you can just call management. If there is a fire, we want to let you know that in each apartment there is a fire extinguisher. Now, you need to know how to use it. Basically, you lift it up, you pull the pin, you aim the nozzle at the base of the fire, squeeze the handle, and spray until the fire is out. For more instruction on that, I recommend that you watch a video on YouTube called How to Use a Portable Fire Extinguisher Training Video. It's by FEMA. Quiet hours. Quiet hours are from 10 p.m. to 8 a.m. Monday through Saturday, and all day Sunday. If you don't obey quiet hours and keep your roommate up, or if you wake her up, this is what she's going to look like in your face. Very upset. So let's all be considerate to each other. Internet. Now everyone wants to be connected, but don't be the reason why they aren't. Plugging a wireless router into the system will slow the internet for everybody and knock out our internet. So wireless routers are prohibited. You may be fined if you use your own router. You will need an Ethernet cord to plug in. Next, mail. The mailboxes are located just outside the clubhouse. The mailman comes once a day, generally after 2 o'clock. And 1 key is given to each apartment. Now, if you receive mail that is not intended for you, I would write on it, return to sender, and put it back in the box. Now, FedEx and UPS boxes and packages will be delivered directly to your apartment. Unless no apartment number was given, it will be given to the manager, and we will contact you about it. The laundry room. We have a laundry room. Now, if you spill something, we just ask that you clean it up. Generally, after each load, you will need to clean out the lint. And there is a rubber container in there that occasionally socks can get stuck in. So just be aware. We want you to use high efficiency detergent for these washer and dryers. Remember, high efficiency detergent doesn't require a lot, so be careful. Once you've used the washer, we want you to keep it open. It helps for proper ventilation. General washing times are about 45 minutes, and drying times take about an hour. Please be on top of that, because if you're not, and someone else comes and sees that your stuff's finished, we have provided La Jolla baskets that they can take your stuff out of the washer or dryer, put it in the basket so that they can continue using the laundry facility. The lounge. We have a wonderful lounge and we hope you use it, but we just ask that you do not remove the games, that you keep the furniture in the same place. And if you want it more of a private setting, you can reserve it online through our resident portal, through our current resident tab. We have a calendar on there, so you can make sure that no one else has it on that date. And if you do use it, we just ask that you clean it Thank you. Fitness room. I love our fitness room. To keep things sanitary, we ask that you wipe down the equipment after you use. We don't want anybody who sweated all over it having to share that sweat with someone else. You understand that? So we have provided sanitation wipes in the fitness room to help you. Do not remove the weights. We have some hand weights, and occasionally someone decides to take them to their apartment. And general rules is it opens at about 5 a.m. It'd be courteous not to go in there before then. And we ask that you still maintain a BYU standard of modest clothing in our fitness room. The piano room. We love the piano room. It's great to use and it's convenient. We ask that you do not play the piano during quiet hours. Parking. Visitor parking stalls are available. They're behind the Napa Auto Parts section of our parking lot. Visitor parking passes can be obtained from the manager during office hours if your friend is staying overnight. And no overnight parking for visitors without a pass unless they feel like getting booted. Bicycles. I'm sure many of you will have bicycles. Be sure and have a sticker on the bike so as not to have it confiscated. They are free and they can be obtained in the office. Park your bikes in the provided racks. We don't want your apartment to look like this with bikes parked in it. Things that do not belong in the stairways. One is bikes, barbecues, garbage, couches, pretty much anything. We don't want anything on the stairwells. In fact, the fire code requires that the stairwells may maintain clear, and a fine up to $500 can be given if the fire marshal shows up. I lost my keys again. That's terrible. I know how you feel, but it is $25 to replace it. You can, I recommend that you take your keys with you where you go so you don't get locked out. But if you do get locked out, you have 5 other roommates. Call one of them or just wait until they show up. I'm sure it won't be long. Garbage. When you have garbage from the kitchen or your apartment, we ask that you put it in garbage bags and tie those bags up so it doesn't spill out. Do not leave your garbage outside your door. Example, on your balconies. It's against fire code and it smells. Take the garbage that day to the dumpsters. Clean checks. Well, you just moved in and clean checks will start next week and every other week after that. We recommend that you use foil under the stove and under drip pans so that it makes cleaning easier and maintains a higher level of clean in your apartment. We provide prizes for those who win our clean checks and have the cleanest apartment. And in order to help you know your responsibilities, we have what's called a clean check sheet. There are 6 separate responsibilities, and the clean check sheet is designed so that if your roommate fails, you won't fail. So it promotes individual accountability. Now, have your clean check sheet ready for clean check, lady, or you may be automatically failed. And if you have any questions about cleaning or what to do, we can teach you. Don't worry about forgetting. If you check your email, the manager will send out reminders prior to your having to clean. Candles. Candles are not allowed. Anything with open flames is a fire hazard and it's not allowed. There are other options though. You can use flameless candles. A company called Sensi makes ones that smell great and they aren't a fire hazard. they do have a liquid or a wax that could melt, so we ask that you do not use those over carpeted areas, like your bedroom. We want you to know that we take pictures throughout the semesters of all the different activities. And we like to post those pictures on our website or to our Facebook page. So just know that you're going to be on either Facebook or our website, lajollabyui.com. And if you have a problem with your picture being up there, just let us know and we can take it down. We hope you like us on Facebook. Like I just mentioned, we're trying to promote our activities and provide great pictures for you that you can share with your friends. So our Facebook site is down there. It's facebook.com/La Jolla Rexburg. And it should come up. Now we're going to talk about BYU Idaho. Some of the things they want you to know and want us to convey to you in this presentation. They have a missing persons policy. It states, a student shall be deemed missing when he or she is absent from the university for more than 24 hours without any known reason. All reports of missing students shall be directed to the university security, which shall investigate each report and make a determination whether the student is missing in accordance with this policy. So your action items are thus. First, if after 24 hours your roommate or someone doesn't show up and they haven't told you, we want you to call campus security. Be sure to update your information with them as far as your contact information and what's going on if she shows back up, etc. And share your phone number with your roommates. That's important. So if you go missing or if someone else goes missing, that they know how to contact you and you can communicate to them what's going on. The Honor Code. The Honor Code has some specific guidelines for visitors. Same gender visitors can stay overnight with managers and your roommate's approval. That means that's like your mom. If you're the daughter, a girl, your mom can stay, or if you're the son, your father can stay. But your mom can't stay with the son. They can stay for a maximum of 3 nights if everyone's okay with that. If they stay longer than 3 nights, they have to have approval from the management. They do need, as mentioned earlier, a parking pass, or they will get booted. Honor Code. Let's talk about this. People from the opposite sex come and want to visit with you. They can visit with you in your apartment between noon and curfew, and they can visit in the living room and kitchen area. There is a line called the chastity line. That's basically the line that goes into the hallway back towards the bedrooms and bathrooms. That is a no-no. You cannot enter into the hallway, bathroom, or bedroom areas without getting in trouble. And when they are in your living room areas, the rule is to keep your blinds open. Another thing that you may think is odd or something you may not do, but it does happen, is putting beds together. You are not allowed to put beds together. Concerning the Honor Code and the standards, Elder Bednar, past BYU Idaho president and now apostle of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, stated, "The standard is clear. If something we think, see, hear, or do distances us from the Holy Ghost, then we should stop thinking, seeing, hearing, or doing that thing. If that which is intended to entertain, for example, alienates us from the Holy Spirit, then certainly that type of entertainment is not for us, because the Spirit cannot abide that which is vulgar, crude, or immodest. Then clearly such things are not for us." Our current president, President Kim B. Clark, also mentioned the Honor Code as a process. He stated, "The process of giving your heart to the Lord is the great key to understanding the purpose of the honor code. The honor code is a preparatory commitment to live the gospel and conduct your lives in a spirit of obedience." In ending this presentation, we hope that you will take those things to heart about the honor code and help us create a wonderful environment that will have the spirit and that will make your BYU Idaho experience one of the best there is. We appreciate you and love you and hope that you enjoy La Jolla Apartments for this semester. Thank you.